Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our regular 2:30 update. To those of you who celebrated yesterday, I hope you had a wonderful Easter Sunday. In addition to IDPH Director Dr. Ngozi Ezike, I am joined today by Chuck Sullivan, representing our firefighters as the President of the Associated Firefighters of Illinois, and Alice Johnson, representing our nurses as Executive Director of the Illinois Nurses Association. This virus has claimed the lives of hundreds of Illinoisans. It has stolen the good health of tens of thousands more, and it has disrupted the livelihoods of hundreds of thousands. The challenges workers and families are facing today is something that my whole administration thinks about each and every day as we're simultaneously attempting to fend off health consequences of coronavirus. Today, I want to update you on our work to provide unemployment benefits to the unprecedented number of Illinoisans who have lost their jobs to the spread of COVID-19. The unemployment claims process has been a source of hardship for all too many Illinois residents, as it has been for dozens of states across the nation. So many families are hurting at a scale that this country hasn't seen ever in our lifetimes. And our state unemployment filing systems, which were built a decade ago for a much lower number of claims, simply haven't kept pace. This was the painful truth that we discovered when unemployment began to spike. So I want to discuss what we've done to improve capacity and throughput of claims at the Department of Employment Security to deliver unemployment benefits as quickly as possible to everyone who needs them. I also want to give you an update, an overview of the obstacles that existed when this crisis began as context for the improvements that we've made. For the 5 weeks from the beginning of March and running through April 4th, IDES saw more than 513,000 initial unemployment claims filed, the largest number ever filed over any 5-week period in our state's history. That's more initial claims than during all of last year. And it's a 400% increase above the total initial claims in the same first 5-week time frame of the 2008 Great Recession. Remember that the computer system that was built to handle unemployment claims for our state was built in 2010 in the wake of the Great Recession, and it was built with the idea that unemployment would never really exceed what we saw in 2008 and 2009. But today, we are seeing 5 times that number of claims. For some additional context, since March 1st, IDES fielded over 6.5 million online sessions, and the IDES call center, operated by 173 employees, has processed thousands of calls each and every day. We're not alone, as states across the nation continue to struggle to keep pace. Here in Illinois, we've assigned hundreds of state employees to work around the clock to respond at the fastest rate possible. 539 IDES employees bravely return to their physical workspace each day to answer calls, process claims, and provide support. And since March 1st, they have collectively worked 6,500 hours beyond their normal workdays. They processed and paid over 270,000 new claims, totaling $200 million in unemployment benefits. These IDES employees did in a month what might normally take most of a year. To increase staffing during this surge, IDES has brought back retired staff members who left the field fairly recently. Because some retirees may be in a COVID-19 vulnerable category, to keep them safe, IDES is providing them with laptops and giving them assignments that allow them to work from home. We've also updated IDES's phone system to increase capacity by 40%, substantially reducing wait times. We also expanded daily call center hours to respond to high volumes after hours. And to expand that capacity further, IDES is establishing an outside call center with an additional 200 agents, all from Illinois, who will assist in the application and certification process. Online, the web platform has been entirely overhauled. The system has been moved to new hardware infrastructure, significantly increasing capacity. Load times for web pages now average less than a second. The agency has also sped up the application process by removing some of the normal verification checks that were slowing people down, replacing them with faster methods. And like other states, we implemented an alphabetized filing schedule to spread out the volumes of claims and provide all who are filing an easier and faster process. Weeks ago, we brought in outside partners, including Accenture, IBM, Pitney Bowes, and Deloitte, to work alongside us to significantly expand our web capacity and capability while adapting to recently passed programs from the federal government. They're doing in weeks what normally would take a year. And in partnership with Google AI, with Quantify and Carahsoft, we've developed a 24/7 service on the IDES website to provide immediate assistance to filers with their frequently asked questions. This program is rolling out this week. We're also hard at work to expand unemployment benefits themselves to more people who were previously ineligible and to increase payments to every eligible unemployed Illinoisan. As I announced last month, I signed an executive order to waive the traditional delay of a week before the collection of benefits, allowing our claimants to receive 2 weeks of benefits instead of 1 in their first payment. Additionally, last week was the first week the Federal CARES Act allowed for the payment of the additional $600 a week in federally funded benefits from March 29th through July 25th. And I'm pleased to say that we have fully implemented this program with first payments already out the door, making Illinois one of the first states to get this extra support into the hands of our residents. I want to review the new program of unemployment benefits for independent contractors, a badly needed relief for so many. After Congress passed the CARES Act, the U.S. Department of Labor attempted to limit this program by creating real regulatory obstacles for implementing it. It has taken U.S. Department of Labor weeks to issue guidance to the states, and they've promulgated confusing and very stringent regulations that attempt to severely limit who can actually qualify. After expressing our frustration about this to the federal government, IDES has contracted with an outside firm to help us stand up a new system to get these benefits to as many Illinoisans as possible, despite the labyrinthian regulations. In the coming weeks, 1099 workers, including independent contractors and sole proprietors, will be able to get unemployment benefits, with payments beginning to go out around this time next month. I want to turn your attention to those on the front lines who are fighting this pandemic, who leave home to go to do their jobs every day and come home carrying worries and fears about what happens to their livelihood if they get sick. These are our police officers and our firefighters, our healthcare professionals and support staff, our grocery workers, our transit employees, our truck drivers, all of the people who provide the critical services that keep us going under this stay-at-home order. We owe them a debt that we can never fully repay. But to start, we can give them the peace of mind to know that they will be covered if they fall ill on the job. So I asked our Illinois Workers' Compensation Commission to pass emergency rules to protect these heroes by ensuring that their workers' compensation insurance covers them if they contract COVID-19 while they're on the job. And just this morning, the commission voted to support this extension effective immediately. I'll continue to do everything in my power to get our residents the support that they need to get through this battle. You know I will. I'm fighting hard, and we've got many weeks forward that we're going to be working hard to lift up our working families and to get the state back on track.